What's going on, guys? J Flesh Tanks. I know I said I'd make a reef video next, but I got some big changes coming in, not only in this room, but in this tank. 75 gallon, my rainbow tank. I'm not going to re-aquascape it. It's taken too much effort and time to let this dwarf sage carpet come in, to let it just be all screwed up and rip it out and, cut it and everything else. No way. Not going to happen. But I am going to change the fish, guys. The rainbows are going to go to the local fish store. The manager and the owner, they know I'm bringing them in probably next week or so. They're not going to go to a garbage home. Dennis and Barb's rainbows are going. Reason being, guys, is the scale in the tank is all screwed up. I got all these big pieces of driftwood and like this, mountainy, rocky kind of thing mixed in with the driftwood. And I got these big fish. But when I see, when these guys are all over here and I see my school of ember tetras just messing around and my black neons messing around, the tank looks humongous, and I love how it looks. So I'm going to go with one or two. Since I have two small schools of fish in here, I'm probably going to just stick with those two. But I'm open to ideas on one big schooling fish, two big schooling fish, and I'll probably put some apistogrammas in here. And that's it. And I want it to look... and the reason I'm going to do this, guys, is I bought one huge school of gold tetras, and I put it in my kids' 20 long. And I watched that tank for hours last night. I was just watching them bump back and forth, real tight school. And it looked so phenomenal. And then I came down here and I'm like, I love my rainbows, guys. I mean, I've had this guy for over 3 years. But I don't like how the tank looks. If you don't like how the tank looks, then you don't like how the tank looks. So that's going to change. In the room itself, another rack of 20 longs. That's a 20, but it'll be 20 longs on this side. And I'm looking at a 125 probably tomorrow. We'll see. Wife's approved it as long as it's down here. So 125. That's not going to be a planted tank, and that's not going to be a reef tank, and that's not going to be an African cichlid tank. But I'm going to have one or two big aggressive fish. I miss those fish. And that's what I had most of my life, is big aggressive fish. So I'm going to have, I'm not even completely, out of the question on Oscars. They're common fish, but they're sweet. I loved them. I had those growing up. So that's a possibility. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there. I got to get the tank and get this room reorganized and get all the 20 longs put up. What else I got? Oh man, there's so much stuff to talk about. I'll make a reef video, guys. I just cleaned it here a few minutes ago, but I'm gonna wait till my house calms down. It's crazy upstairs right now, so that ain't gonna happen till tonight. Real quick, James Conray, your reef tank is phenomenal, man. I love that tank. I love that tank, man. So just wanted to throw that out there. I am watching video, guys. I'm just not commenting a bunch. I just don't have a ton of time right now. My youngest is gonna turn 4 this year, so anyone with kids, it's not terrible twos. It's 3 and 4. They're out of control. They always think everything's theirs. So youngest kid's a 4-year-old, pretty much. So it's hard to have a whole bunch of time right now. So I am watching videos. James Conray, your video, your reef, I love those. The Rick, love the one-on-one thing. That's phenomenal. You beat me to the 12-gallon long, man. I love that tank, man. That tank is awesome. The dimensions on that tank's phenomenal. Amber Courtney, I love the discus tank. The backlight on that's phenomenal. That tank's sweet. Oh, man. God. Dolly VH, your scapes are phenomenal. Those are really sweet, man. I'm digging the discus tanks. You got so many tanks, it don't really matter. Corvus, I think you have enough big tanks. You need to share the wealth. Throw some to us. Stop buying big tanks, man. You're making all of us with the small tanks feel jealous, man. It's ridiculous, man. All these big tanks. Oh man, who else we got? Man, BM. I've never seen a speck of algae on your tank. I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it. Those tanks. Oh man, there's so many guys out there, man. I've been watching, like I said, I've been watching a whole bunch of videos, guys. I don't want you to think I'm not watching your videos. I'm thumbs them up, but I'm not gonna be like, hey, leave a comment, thumbs up. Looking sweet, I'm not going to do that, man. It's just, there's no point to it. If I have a quote, I'm watching your videos, guys. I'm thumbsing them up. you guys got a bunch, and I'll start throwing out a bunch of people's names here in the future. You know, just so you know that I'm out there watching them. Those ones are just, you know, recent ones that I've watched. Those are all looking great. The 12-gallon long, man. I want that tank, man. And Amber Courtney, tell my wife to let me have an aquarium in the bathroom. She lets me have aquariums all over my house except the bathroom. Go figure. I can't get it in there. Oh, let's see here. That's about it, guys. Running long. J Flesh Tanks, Mr. Mom Tanks. Plants, people, Fired Up Aquatics, you know where to go. And here pretty soon, new fish in here. I'll show you the 20 long with all those gold tetras, man. It's phenomenal looking. And I'm messing with some LED lights on that tank. And it's carpet and pearlweed like faster than I can trim it. And 125, hopefully. Let's hope for that. So, alright guys, we'll see you later. Peace.